Because there's trillions of business being done, trillions of dollars, not billions, trillions. And the market is massive. People are thriving and succeeding right now. And if you're like, it's hard, look at my shoulders, they're slumping down. What you focus on expands. You know what? And I'm not going to deny that it's not a tough market right now, but you're going to step up, put your chest out, and go, let's get it on. Let's get it on. Could you talk to 20 people today? You could, will you? I don't know. Write this down, ready? Here's why you're going to make it or fail. Hunger is your number one asset. Hunger is your greatest asset. Hunger. And some of you are like, oh, I don't know if I'm willing to do that. You ain't hungry. You're not desperate. You don't want it bad enough. So today, I love doing mindset and all this kind of stuff. I'm going to stop. I'm going to go into actual practical, like, here's how you get it done, some tips to help you sell more. Ready? And I'm going to attempt to do this in kind of a fun way. So instead of just, here's how it's done. So here we go. Who could tell me what this is? It's a box, a rectangle, square, right? And then who can tell me who this is?
That's your buyer.
No? Buyer? That's a good one. Could be your buyer. Your buyer's in a box. What else could this be? Your rescue officer, your mortgage broker? Steve said it's you, yourself. You are right. This is you. This is you. This is your buyer, right?
Outside it.
Outside the box. And right here, let's see if I can do a little drawing. That's really bad. That's a champagne flute. Okay? This is your buyer with champagne taste and a beer budget. Right? I just was in Tahoe wanting to buy a second home for my family. And I'm like, this is terrible, right? And I wanted, how many of you want the ugliest $300,000 home, $500,000 home, $1 million home, $5 million home, like the worst home for your money? Nobody. It doesn't matter whether you have $250,000 to spend on a condo, $500,000, $1 million, $5 million, 20. One of our EXP agents just sold a place in Florida at $22 million. And the guy got it for $19 million. And he's so excited. Like, that's a different kind of buyer, right? but he didn't want to spend more than $20 million. But it was a $22 million home he got. And he's able to get it for $19 million. Everybody at every possible level. I was in Incline Village. I want to be a resident of Nevada, right? Incline Village, a little piece of Tahoe. But because of that, it triples the price of everything. Literally tripled. And then it was like, like a wet dog lives here. For a crazy amount of money. And I remember being depressed after looking at property there. So everybody has champagne taste on their budget. So your buyers put you in a box. So how do they put you in the box? Make sure they can see this online over here. How do they put you in a box? Anybody want to guess?
I'll give you parameters.
Parameters, okay. So Barry, give me an example of a parameter a buyer would say to you.
I need to live in Orangeville.
Okay, so Orangeville. Okay. I personally have never had a buyer say that, but I'm just saying, it's usually Granite Bay, Folsom. But hey, to some people, Orangeville is the toast of North Highlands, of Citrus Heights, It's like, woo, moving on up, Orangeville. For those of you online, Orangeville is not our best city. Now, for those of you that live in Orangeville, I'm sorry, it's true. Now, okay, so Orangeville, how about, they can give you a city. What's another way they put you in a box? Price. It's got to be no more than $500K, no more than $750K, no more than $1 million. Do not show me anything over $1 million. And now, if you're Orangeville, you're doing okay. You can find stuff, right? But if it's GB, Granite Bay, or EDH, El Dorado Hills, right? So, that's funny, Barry. So, told you we'd have fun today. So, price is one way. What's another way they put you in the box?
Square footage and
Menu. I was at Starbucks. I was screaming and yelling at you inside. You just drove by like this. You totally watch the hand. Did you know I was in there? I'm like literally by the window. You drove drove right by. Did you see me? I was 5 feet from you, chimping out, going crazy. Did you see me? You did. You totally you did. All right. So sometimes they put you in the box because you're on timeout. But where was I? Square footage. So it has to be 1,500 square feet minimum, or 2,000 square feet minimum, or 4,000. What that'd be there? 4,000 square feet minimum. Is that right? Right? I mean, it can't be less than 3,000 square feet. What's another way they put you in the box?
I only want my payment to be. I only want my house payment to be.
That's good. So the payment has to be no more than 3,000 a month payment, right? Good.
Are you on a $19 million, no more than 300,000?
That could be it. Yeah, exactly. What's another way they put you in the box? And I'm gonna ask it. I want you guys to get this. Keep going. What's another way?
Age of the house.
Age. It has to be. What do you hear? It has to be 2,000 and newer.
Yeah.
So it has to be 2,000 plus. We're talking about the year. Okay. It has to be updated. Oh, no HOA. Well, that's a fair request. HOAs are horrible. I'm not even gonna write it on the book. It's like.
I think the bed bath.
That's like voting for Gavin Newsom if you live in an HOA. Let's not get political. Now, how about this? How about, I can't believe no one said this. Someone probably said it, I didn't hear. I have to have 3 bedrooms and 2 baths.
Oh, yeah.
Did anybody say that?
Yeah.
That's like the first one they say.
Yeah.
Did anybody say it?
Yeah.
You did. I knew I didn't hear. Who said it?
Barry again.
Barry!
Said it quietly, so I wouldn't.
It has to be a 3-2 in
No, I'm
Orangeville.
sorry, it has to be a 5-4.
No, 3-2 will work. Or they do a 4-2 or a 5-3. Has to have 5-bedroom unit. How about this one? Has to have a 3-car garage. You ever get that?
Yeah.
Yes. A lot.
So you get 3-car garage. I'm going to speed up. It has to have a pool. It must have a pool. It's got to have a view. The lot has to be 0.25 of an acre, or 0.50, half an acre, or at least 1+ acre. I want to live in Loomis. I want to live in Newcastle. These are ways they put you in the box. We all agree?
Yeah.
So order takers get crushed by this. You're like, they want a 3-2. It's got to be in Roseville. Has to be under 500,000, and it has to be 2,000 and newer. And they look, and you put in all those parameters, and what do you find? One listing or nothing at all. Okay. So you want to be a successful agent, you have to get yourself out of the box. How do you get out of the box? You kick down walls. You expand the walls in every possible direction. So how would I do that? Well, they would say stuff like, I want to live in Roseville, right? And so you look in Roseville. I remember my whole career, everybody like, it's a good step up, Taryn. We're in Roseville right now. And I'd be like, well, they couldn't afford it really, right? So there's a place in Citrus Heights next to Roseville called what? Anybody know the name of that place?
Roseville Point.
Roseville Point. It's called Roseville. We didn't pick that as one of our cities. There is no Orangeville Point. But anyways, just saying. All right, so Roseville Point. I go, and I show them pictures of it, and it looks like West Roseville. It's right next to West Roseville, but it ain't West Roseville. Hey, how would you like to live in Citrus Heights? Sorry, if you live in Citrus Heights, sorry, you'll make it. Now, anyway, so some people, right? But here's the deal. Nobody goes, oh, I've always dreamed of vacationing in Citrus Heights. I've always wanted to live there. Now, some people, Citrus Heights is the dream, and I'm making fun of people. But, right, there's the really bad area. Then there's Citrus Heights, which step up. Then there's Fair Oaks and Orangeville. Then there's Granite Bay, Folsom, El Dorado Hills. And then you throw Antelope is kind of the step up from North Highlands, right? And so if they want to live in Antelope and they can't really afford it, I go, look at this home. It's beautiful, right? And it's just across the line from Antelope. And I don't say, hey, I found a home in North Highlands.
Right.
When they want to live in Granite Bay, do I say, hey, I found a home in Orangeville? I've sold many homes in Orangeville to people who want to live in Granite Bay. The price is dramatically different. Are you with me? People got to live in Granite Bay or Loomis. Where do I sell homes? Penryn, West Auburn. Well, they didn't say that. They said it had to be. And I go, hey, look at this home. Look at this home. Like, oh my gosh, I didn't see this on Zillow. I didn't see this on Redfin, because you're taking them out of the box. And you go, yeah, it's right there. You know where Auburn Folsom Road is? It's right there. They don't realize here's the cutoff. Here's Auburn Folsom Road. It poked through to Penryn or to Newcastle or to West Auburn. And they look at the home and I go, let's go look at it. And they go, oh my gosh, we love this. Okay, just real quick, I just want you to know, you're in West Auburn right now. Are you serious? This feels like Loomis or Newcastle. I had no idea. I go, I know. And I go, what do you think? They go, we love it. And the price is affordable. Yes! Don't be an order taker. And I do this all the time. One of my favorite things is it's got to have 2,000 square feet. And I go, look, if it had the view and it had the pool and it was located in Orangeville and everything was great, but the square footage was 1910, would you do it? They go, yeah, I would. Okay. How about it's even got the 3-car garage you want, and you said you'd settle for a 1/4 acre. Your dream would be to have an acre. It's 3/4 of an acre. It's in Granite Bay. It's under $1 million, but it doesn't have the 3-car garage. It has a 2-car garage. Would you, if all the other boxes were checked, would you do it? Yeah, I'd do a 2-car garage. So your goal is to back them up, and then. Okay, you want Orangeville, a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. Imagine it's there. It's got the pool. It's got the white split rail fence. The sprinklers going through the pasture. Orangeville can be kind of a rural, nice little area. Isn't that better? I'm being nice now. And long story short, but the square footage is not 1920 because they had to have 2. It's like 1840. You go, yeah, I'd do that. How about it's over an acre and it's open floor plan? It's got it's remodeled, it's updated granite, it's spectacular, but it's 1750. Yeah, I'd do that. How about 1650? No, I wouldn't. So now I've taken it from 2,000 square feet, which was over here. Now that's 2,000 and newer the year. I've taken them down to 1,700 square feet. All the order takers were listening to them, and they're shopping in Orangeville for 2,000 or more square feet. Is there a difference in the price of homes and what's available when you drop it to 1,700? Yes or no? Is it easier to find homes with 2-car garages than 3-car garages? If it had everything you wanted and room to put in a pool, but there's no pool, but it had an incredible view. It's in Loomis. It's got your school district. It has, you want a 2,000 square feet, it's 2,300 square feet. And you want a 2,000 newer, it's 2016. Corporate transfer, the home is lights out. Would you buy one? I know a pool's an absolute must. You said you have to have it. Remember, they're putting you in the box. You're in the box. They're laughing their heads off with champagne, right? And then you go, would you do it if there was room to put in a pool? Maybe you could put it in 2 or 3 years, a year or 2 or 3. Would you do it? They go, yeah, I would. This is someone who said it had to have a pool. Is it easy? If you got rid of that parameter, are there more homes to show them? Yes or no?
Yes.
So now you get rid of the pool. You do the same thing to view. I back them off. What if it had everything you want, but the home was $1,050,000? Would you look at it? Because we can always offer $900,000, right? Keep it under $1 million. Yes, I would. That person. Well, you ever had a buyer says, "Do not show me homes over $700,000." I got it all the time. Don't show me homes over $1.5 million. Do not show me anything over $300,000. I don't want to be tempted. But you're looking and there's nothing to show them. It's an inventory issue, correct?
Yep.
And you go, well, what if it had everything you want? I mean, the view, the pool. It's in El Dorado Hills, epic view, epic pool, waterfall. You got to paint a picture for them. But it was $1.1 million. I'm thinking we could still offer 9, maybe get them down 100,000 to $1 million. Would you let me show it to you? Yeah. How about $1.15 million? And here's my strategy. We offer 9. Let's say they don't budge past $1.1 million. We just pass. But what if someone had that amazing home, your home, at $1.15 million, and we offer 9, they come back at $1.1 million, we go to $975,000, they come back at $1.05 million, we come up to $1 million, that's it, our final offer, and they take it. what do you say about that? They go, yeah, I do that. So the order takers are going up to $1 million. Be go, because I am no flipping. Can I say that word?
Yeah.
I'm not a hamburger flipper. I'm no flipping order taker. I'm looking at homes for 1.2 million. Are you with me? Is it easier for me to find inventory?
Yep.
When they want El Dorado Hills, I show them Diamond Springs. I show them Rescue. I go, I find homes in Rescue. So here it is. Here's El Dorado Hills, and here's Rescue. It's a little tiny town next to Rescue. What's Penryn? A little tiny nothing that looks like Loomis. They want Loomis, but you show them Penryn. They want Newcastle, and you try to make them happy. You guys got to get. Are you getting this?
Absolutely.
But you show them West Auburn. You like? I had no idea. Yes.
Would you say that buyers may know roughly what's on the market, but they might not be clear as to why they want it and exactly what's available?
I think buyers are pretty clear on what they want, and they're putting themselves in a box. I remember homes I bought over the years. I go up to, right. Like I have a certain threshold for what I want to buy in Tahoe, and I didn't allow them to show me my stuff above, and I was depressed with what I saw for what I thought I would get, right? And so it is your job to go, when you're all done, even when you do this, sometimes I'll get you, Drew. Sometimes you show them, they want Folsom or Great Bay, you show them Orangeville. I did that trick. Sometimes they want up to $1 million, you show them stuff up to $1.2 million. You did that trick. You do everything, and they're not tricks. First, look for exactly what they tell you. Go ahead and be in the box, right? Mm-hmm. But when there's nothing there, what do? Get out of the box! Get out of the box. Blow down these walls and earn your money. And they will be excited. I've sold some. So here's what I do. You ever show them property to someone, and you got 4, and the one they really want, you didn't realize that there were huge power lines. I've had that happen to me in Granite Bay. Massive power lines. And you can hear it. You go in the backyard, it's like, zzz, and they're like, oh, do you think that would affect my kids? No, your kids are already dumb. Right? I met your kids, like, they can't get any worse, They're like, my kids watch this stuff, right? They're like my kids. No, but anyways, so I told you we'd have fun here today, right? But I know. So yeah, I'm thinking of all kinds of stuff. Stop. Okay, so or the perfect home, and it smells like pets, like strong pet odors, Or I've had the perfect home in West Roseville, and the guy lived there was just a chain smoker, and it was like in the house, deep in that house. They love it, but I cannot handle the smell of the smoke or the pet or the perfect home, but it backs up to 65. Right? We had a home that backed up to Foothill, and I did buy that house early on. And I think I was 3 years into real estate, and the price was so good I bought it. It backed up to Foothill, right?
Crunchy carpet and all.
What?
Crunchy carpet and all.
Crunchy carpet? I had crunchy carpet? No, he remembers. Steve's another one. I don't remember the crunchy carpet. But anyways, so I bought it. My very first home I bought was in a neighborhood that flooded back in the early 90s when they had those floods, and there was 3 feet of water in every home in the entire neighborhood. But I didn't know it. Right? Well, I got there, the insurance company had fixed it. Wow, this is a great house at a great price. Well, found out later. I bought that house. We lived in that house. And thank heavens the city of Roseville fixed the drains that caused the backup, and it was fine. But people will buy. But so here's the deal. You have to find a way to get, but sometimes you do all this, and there's still nothing. And I had this one couple in Antelope, I'll never forget. They were missionaries, Marco and Jill. And they're like, we have such a strict budget. It could be nothing over 175. And I showed them 4 homes, and honestly, we've been out for 3, 4, 5 weekends. They were depressed. I was depressed. Everything was 0 lot lines back then. And everything was just like a dud, right? There's just, even I was depressed after the 4 homes. This is where you earn your money, you guys. You got to understand. I'm spending some time on this because where you earn your money. So I said, well, I happen to have this one house. Now may I have a piece of paper? For dramatic effect. So I'm a printer of the MLS. I print out stuff on paper. I folded it up. it was 190. It wasn't 175, and he was very clear about the 175. That was a wall in the box that wasn't going to get pushed out. Super budget guy, right? Just like me, right? That's I have many flaws. That is one of them. My budgets are what are those? Now, so I folded it up and I had it. I call it in case you bomb. In case you bomb house. You've shown homes at up to $2 million. This one's 2.3 million. It's just way over the top. You've shown homes in Roseville up to 800,000, and they just hate everything. They're not happy. They're not from the Bay Area. If they're from the Bay Area, they want everything. They love everything, right? Because our price is so good. What can you buy in the Bay Area for 800,000?
I used to live there.
I know. Case in point. So, what can you buy here for 800,000? Can you get a nice home here for 800,000?
Yes.
Their eyes are this big, they're excited. But what if they're from here and they're frustrated? The prices are up to 800,000, and they're like, "Is this it?" So you have this. This one's 9, and you pull it out. I'm bombing. They're depressed. I'm depressed. You don't know if you're ever going to show them property again, right? I opened up with Marco and Jill. I forget this. I put my thumb over the price. And I go, "What do you think of this one?" I got my thumb on the price. I will show it to them, okay? But I'm not showing it to them yet. And I go, "Here's the house. Here's the backyard. Here's the pool." They're like, "Oh my gosh." I go, "It's literally around the corner. You want to see it? Like, can we?" I go, "Yeah." I go, "Do we have to make an appointment?" I already called just in case. I told them we might be coming. I told them we're looking at 4 homes. There's a chance I could show you, or do you want me to come or not come? Like, no, come. We'll be ready. I said, okay. I may call and say we're not coming, but so I walked over there. I walked him in the house, and it was like night and day. It was $15,000 price point difference. This home was awesome. They bought that home. They paid. I go, here's my strategy now before I show you this price, because you were very clear with me on the 175. It's over. I know that you just didn't even want to be tempted. We can go in. It's like 20,000 under, and hopefully they'll come to our price, 175. So I'm going to recommend we write the offer at 170. This was years ago, and the price of this home is 190. They're like, "We love this home so much. Please write the offer full price." I cannot tell you how many times I've written full price offers on this home. Do you have? I call it my emergency backup home. Do you have an emergency backup home? Stop just, "Well, that's all I got," and you wonder why you don't sell a lot of real estate. Are you with me?
Yeah.
I just got goosebumps. Was it just me? You too? You got tingles? I got tingles. So,
Brent,
okay, yes.
Brent, Marco and Jill are now on 40 acres in Greenville.
Yeah, up in the mountains. Yeah, they moved to 40 acres. So, yep, I'm aware of that. So we're gonna put this right here. My remote. You can take a picture of this. Don't ever forget this, okay? So, where's my phone? Where? Yeah, go ahead. I got time. I spent a lot of time on that, but you don't know. People like, I can only find 3 with the pool. Stop looking for pools.
And Brent, I want to
Yes.
add for some of the newer people too, if you ever come across where you're not finding inventory, asking someone if they're like 4 bedrooms is a must, like, so 3 bedrooms and a den doesn't work. Because in California, it has to have a closet for it to count as a bedroom, right? It doesn't mean that it doesn't have enough rooms for the 3 people. A lot of times they're like, "I need an office." I'm like, "You need a closet in your office?" "Well, no." "Okay, well, that's a den." It's not counted, so you need to be looking at 3.
By the way, when you have one of those, put 4.
Exactly.
That people put 3, well, it doesn't have the closet. I got to put 3. Put 4. In the agent only comments, put 4th bedroom doesn't have a closet, because when they search in Zillow and MLS, because you put 3, your home is invisible for your listing agents. Don't you ever put 5 when you have 6. So some people need 6. You know how many choices they have? None. So there's no closet. Big deal. They wanted a home office, or they're like, it's the baby. The baby doesn't need a closet. 6.
I can put a
And-
closet in most bedrooms for about $1,500.
Yeah, so you're not lying if you disclose it in the agent-only comments or the marketing. 4th bedroom is missing the closet, and that's it. That's right there.
And have the vendors to be able to accommodate.
Yeah.
Right, like I'm about to save a deal, getting $35,000 because I have 4 different vendors that can all do the work next week. Right? And I put it all together because I had those people, have the knowledge. But if you don't go and get those relationships and have that knowledge, you won't.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna move on.
Can I say
What,
one quick thing?
what, yes.
Is this training good, you guys?
Yeah.
Okay, so Brent has these scripts where? In his subconscious. So you're hearing them and you're going, wow, that's amazing. And we're all inspired. But the question is, how do you execute it when you're with the prospect? The question I want you to ask yourself is, how do I put what he's saying in my subconscious? And the answer is, you go to the YouTube channel and you watch this 7 times.
Yeah, this will be posted, what I just did.
If
on
you
the
will
YouTube
watch this 7 times, yes, we're always, of course, inspired by Brent. That's why we all came, to get inspired. We're getting inspired. But if you can put these ideas in your subconscious, then you can execute it and close these deals. So you go to the YouTube channel. This is the note you make to yourself. I'm going to watch the recording 7 times. So I'm being clear in what the request is. So does that mean everybody in this room is going to do it? No. But you can.
Yeah.
And if you do this, this will make you a ton of money. Because
Yeah.
this is beyond gold.
So, hunger is your greatest asset. Hunger will drive you to the YouTube channel, and you'll watch it 7 times. You'll take notes. You'll hit pause. You'll say, "Hey, let's get together Friday night, have a pizza, and have a viewing party." How many times? Well, James isn't here, but we used to sit in my office and watch EXP videos Friday nights. We thought that was cool. And you know what? It was cool. Now, who could tell me? Thank you, Eric. That was very good. Who could tell me what that is? Infinity, around. I call it going subatomic. I call it atomic. And well, what do you mean? Like, who could tell me why this applies to real estate? So I'll show you. Bingo.
Right.
One guy got it in the room. Say it louder, Johnny.
Showings.
Showing. So here's your first home you're going to show, and here's another home. Here's a home. Here's a home. Here's a home. Here's one out in Lincoln. Here's one back in boom, a home and a home. You got like I don't really see we don't have that many anymore, right? But the market will come back and it'll do this, but maybe you only have 2 or 3. So they go this one, they go this way. It kind of makes sense to kind of follow, and you put it in your Tesla, and it tells you this is the best way to go for efficiency. We got them all mapped out, and this is what you do. This is how you go broke in real estate. This is how you starve. Like, this is the most efficient way. It's good for the greenhouse, good for the carbon gases. I'm sorry, when you show property for half a year, every weekend, it's bad for the greenhouse. Your carbon footprint, you stinky. Okay, so here's the deal. You want to do it right. House number 1 is the worst home of the 7 you got to show. You go over here, all the way out to Lincoln, off 12 bridges, and it's your second worst house. Then you come all the way back here out to West Roseville. It's your 3rd worst house. Like, I like to show bad $1 million homes. I like to show nasty condos. Why? Because I call them attitude adjustments. Write it down. I love especially $1 million homes. They're like, oh my gosh, they want this. What happens is it helps them appreciate the good one. Are you with me? Yep. So I like this one. Bring your tool belt. Buyer gets to pick carpet and paint. What does that mean? What does that mean? It means we have animals. They've defecated everywhere. Or kids, and it's all nasty. Are you with me? Yeah. There's a reason, like, hey, we know the carpet's bad, the paint's bad, but we're not going to do it. We're just going to put our dirty laundry on the market. See who wants to buy our dirty laundry. It's the dumbest thing you could do, you know? Well, I can't afford it. Well, someone the lights turned off over there, and I'm just that crazy. All right, so then you go down here, then you go over here, then you go back here, then you go over here. Okay? And so you think this isn't very efficient. This is super efficient because what you create here when you show and you end up you go to number 4, Number 5, you know, is really good. Number 6, you know, is freaking amazing. And number 7, if I had to bet, they're going to buy number 7. Now, it's out in Lincoln, but man, it had the 3-car garage. In fact, that one had a 4-car garage. That one's a pool, and they wanted maybe a waterfall. It has 2 waterfalls. Haven had a slide for the kids. Even has room for a volleyball court. I mean, you look at it like, this one's good. That's always my last house. So here's what you want to create. Here, can you put this to the right of JJ Mack on the wall? Thank you. So here's what you want to create. Right here. This is called momentum. You start off with the ugly ducklings and you build momentum. This is it's my excitement-ometer. When you show some lousy, horrible, stinky, pet-smelling, smoking homes, like there's one, I'll never forget, it was in Roseville. They start with the marketing was, home has excellent security, bars on every window and door. That was like the beginning. And then I pulled up the pictures, and what does a home look like that has heavy bars all the way around it? It looks it looks like a dream. Those are the best ones. Go show that home, because they're like, oh, this is terrible. I'm like, well, hey, I know it's terrible. And then I go to a dog, they're like, oh, this is way better, way better. You see the attitude adjustment? And then I go to the next one that's just, it's decent. Oh, yeah, now we're talking. They go, this one is pretty good. They go, oh my gosh, yes, this is, oh, God. Oh, I was getting so depressed. Woo! And then we go to the next one, which is pretty good. They're like, oh yeah. We want to make it off. I go, hold on, I got one last one. It's a little further out Lincoln, but let me show it to you. And there it is, the pool, the waterfalls, the 4-car garage, everything. It's actually priced. They're motivated sellers. And then they get there like, and people say, how do I know? You'll know. And I walk the house and I just watch their body language. I'm like a private eye. I'm over here, but I'm kind of watching them. This is. And I turn like, cool. I see it all the time, and I call them out. I go, guys, this is the best home we've seen times 100. They go, yeah, that's pretty good. I go, no, I saw your wife just now. She was pumped. Yeah, we're like, she's buying this house. And I'm like, so this is called momentum. Here's what you do. If you do this thing over here, and you go where you kind of do the go here, then here, then here. What's logical? I used to show a property that way too when I was new, but I'm not new. I will drive from Elk Grove to Natomas, back to Elk Grove, out to Calvine, back to Nomus, and end up in Elk Grove. That does not make sense, right? But I tell the seller, we're going to be out there around 2. Like, well, we can't show it at 2. I can only show it at 2:30. I say, that's fine. And then what I do is the seller could only show it at 2:30. And then I'm kind of getting appointments where I want them. This is what the seller had available. And they're like, okay. They don't even think, they just kind of follow you from appointment to appointment. And what happens here is this is how people, this helps them appreciate these. If they all look alike, I can't tell, they're all nice. If you do this, you'll sell a home almost the first time out, every single time. Okay? So I call this going atomic. So, any questions on that? Okay, next one. Okay, the next one I call this radio. What's that word? Anybody know?
Active.
Active, good. Radioactive, but not the word. Silence. Radio silence. Who could tell me the number one complaint of a seller, not a buyer, of a seller in real estate? Barry. Communication.
By the way, it's the number one complaint of any industry, of any client-customer relationship, time after time after time.
Communication. It just, I don't got anything to tell them. Call them. Hey, haven't heard from any agents at all. You have something to tell them. Hey, I called the agent who showed it last week, and they did buy a home. They bought this home at this price. It had another 500 square feet, and it came on the market 3 days after us, and it had a pool, and it was the same price we had. It's a fluid market. they're like, oh, that makes sense. But you communicate, or you go to the MLS if you're a seller, and it says, do they still have public and agent and public tags? Like, what do they call it? No, not the remarks. The little ticks on who looked at thing. How many agent? How many public have seen it? The count is it agent count, public count? What is it?
It's agent count and client count.
Client count. Thank you.
We got it.
Am I the only one not selling right now? You guys should all know that. I've been out for 6 years, okay? Like, oh, you're outdated. Bull. These principles, nothing changes. It worked 20 years ago, it worked 10 years ago, it worked 5 years ago, it works now. You know, you keep doing what you're doing, you'll be bounced out of here serving snow cones at Dairy Queen. Now, so here's the deal. Radio silence. You call your seller and go, hey, we're up to, and I just add them together. So you look at agent count, 277. Client count, 147. Add up, we're up to 420. I didn't add it together, but we're up to 423 hits on the MLS, which means 423 potential buyers and agents have seen your home. My marketing's working great. I'm so excited. Hopefully we get a bunch of sales this week. And they'll come back, well, I'm really concerned because we haven't had anybody in a week. I go, you know what? This is a big red flag. I'm super concerned too because my marketing's working. The pictures are top notch. By the way, I'm a minimalist. I don't just show the hallway, the toilet, the like every picture should be. I'm like less is more. I'll do 10 pictures, not 100, right? I do 1 or 2 angles of the family room, not 9. You know, like come on, marketing brochures. Quit putting 100. I don't believe in 100 pictures. So if the picture's not like boom, good. When I get these photographers, they take a picture of the home and it's asphalt and then house. And if you look at the picture, half of it is asphalt, and they put the tar because there were some cracks. So you have varicose veins, little green line, house. This is a professional photographer. I call him up, and I'm just like you're a photographer. This is unacceptable work. Take your frame and lift it. I want to see maybe the sidewalk, the lawn, the house, and I want to see half my frame filled with blue sky. Don't you ever show me the asphalt again. That bugs me. Did I mention that? I mean, I get like, you're a photographer. This is not okay. And I want 10 shots of the front. I'll pick the best one. We do 1 or 2, and then the homeowners. I'll walk through their house. Every single light has to be perfect. Every light. If these are all bright white, means blonde, warm. Take it out. Put it in bright. If 7 of them are warm, and then 1 or 2 are bright lights, take those down. Go find the warm ones. They must match. You go to the bathroom. The bathroom they've got all the round bulbs on there, whatever, and there's dust that has settled on them, and it's nasty looking. Now you can calm them down. I'm just like, unscrew them, throw them in the trash, put up some brand new light bulbs. It wants to pop. You need your house to pop. Are you with me? Yeah. And you got to be a little bossy once you get the listing signed. If you do these things before the listing signed, like you crazy. I'm not replacing perfectly good light bulbs. It doesn't matter. It matters. And I go, the home's vacant. You're in Granite Bay. You're safe. These blinds, they stay open the entire time. These lights stay on 24/7. The music, I tape the light switches shut. Do not shut off the lights. Agent's like, oh, I'm going to do everyone a favor. You ain't doing me a favor. You ever drive by the builders' model homes? They're lit up at midnight. I'm the guy at midnight going, I love to live here. Ooh, I'm looking through here, driving, looking at school like Camelot. I'm marketing 24/7. Don't you turn the lights off. Well, I want to be good to the environment. Your home on the market for half a year is not good for the environment. Like, I walk in, it's 100 degrees in the house because, well, it's vacant. I mean, okay, well, put it to 85. Is 85 okay? No! 85 degrees is not okay. It's 68 degrees. They come out of the heat. It's like, oh, God, I feel so good in here. Yeah. It's 68 the entire time. In the winter, it is 72, warm and toasty the entire time. The music is on. The music's on. Lights, camera, action. Quit putting stuff on the market. Get the newspaper off the roof. Get the newspaper off the neighbor's roof. Knock, knock. I go over there. Hey, I'm trying to sell the house over here. Is it cool if I get a ladder and take off I think, what do you got, 18 up there? That's got to be a record. Is it cool? If would that be okay? Thank you. And by the way, I noticed your lawn's can I send my lawn guy to mow your lawn? Would that be okay?
I'm into that.
Okay, cool. And I noticed you have a boat that you park in your front lawn. Looks like you fish for tuna. And it's a 40-foot trawler. Very nice. You find that stuff in Orangeville and North Highlands. And just saying, that's if you want to know where the tuna trawlers are. Orangeville, North Highlands. I've seen them in Antelope. So they go, I go, I speak at the truth, do I not? And I go, I will pay to have your motorhome relocated. Like, well, that's my motorhome. I go, dude, that motorhome's a boulder, a bounder. Those are built in the 70s. It's a square box and hasn't moved in a decade. I move boats. I move motorhomes. There's a trash pile 5 doors down because every once a week they pick up the trash and there's a stolen bicycle on the trash pile and there's a refrigerator and it's there. I pay someone to get rid of the trash pile 5 doors down. You're kind of intense. Yes! You want to win or do you want to get buried? Are you with me? I did way too much on listings. So I got to keep going. But man, lights, camera, action. Open the blinds. Have a lit up. Turn on the music. Put every light on. And then never go vacant. You could do a light staging. The kitchen, the family room, the master bedroom, a little bit in the bathrooms. The kitchen, the little kitchen table in the kitchen, the family room, the master bedroom. You can leave the other rooms empty if you want. But you have to do that. I don't know how to do that. Then get with someone who knows how to do this stuff, because I guarantee you it's easy to do. Radio silence. Your buyers, text them every day. Hey, working on a letter. Anything, just text them. Send them a message. Communicate with the people who wrote offers on your listing. I haven't heard from my seller. What's going on? I can't reach them. And then take away their power. You're welcome to withdraw your offer. I'm so sorry, I can't reach them. Or they said they won't look at offers till Monday night because I'm in Tahoe or Monterey, and I would say, John, tell me you refuse to look at offers till Monday night at 8. And he goes, well, I go, the longer we wait, the more offers come in. Offers have what? Babies. They have babies. And if we have multiple offers and there's a bidding war and people are fighting over your home, is that going to help you or hurt you, John?
Help.
So I'm going to recommend you don't look at offers till 8 o'clock Monday night, okay?
Okay.
In fact, forbid me, say, under no will I look at this.
Under no circumstance, Brent, show me any offers before 8.
Now, I coached him to tell me that, but is that in his best interest?
Yes.
Is it also in my family's best interest? I'm at Tahoe for the weekend. That's okay. It's a win-win. Is it in the seller's best interest to wait, or is it to jump at the first one? What is it?
Wait.
To wait, because the offers just get what? Better. Do you have any offers? Yeah. I'll grab a magazine. Right here. Right? I got an offer right here, baby. Oh my gosh, is there time? You better hurry. We could be there in 2 hours. Okay, I'm waiting 2 hours and 30 minutes. What do I have to do? I go, write your best offer. You call me from the front lawn. Tell me if you're writing it, and I will wait. If I don't hear from you by 2:30 today, I'm presenting that offer, and we're going to go. Now, if I told them we're going to wait till 8 Monday night, I'm not doing that. Are you with me?
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm in a mode to present offers, and then the fear of missing out on the buyer. Are you with me?
Yep.
A lot of times you call a listing, do you have any offers? Nope. Do you have any offers coming in? Nope. Your seller motivated? Yep. You always think that's good. As a new agent, that's very bad. Then I'll dig. I go, do you have anyone coming to look at the property? Well, yeah, we got a couple coming tonight at 6 to look at it. I go, do you happen to know where they're from? Yeah, they're from San Jose. They're from San Jose? I just sold the house. I tell my clients, they got a couple coming at 6 p.m. from San Jose. This home is $900,000. 4-car garage, view, pool, it's lights out. You love it. What will the couple from San Jose think about it for $900,000? What is their opinion? Cheap. Oh my gosh, this is like free! And I go, we need to write now. You guys with me?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's so much to teach you. I'm going to wrap it up. So radio silence, communicate with your client. I'm going to do this. Paradigms. What's your seller's paradigm? What is your buyer's paradigm? Like I can't get him to look at property. I can't get him to look at property. Well, how do I do this? At their experiences, the last time they looked at property was 10 years ago, and their agent took them out from 9 in the morning till 5 in the afternoon. And they think looking at property is like a 8-hour process. Are you with me? And they're like, we don't have time. Well, and you're thinking, I don't have time. I only got 2 or 3 to show them. Tell them there are only 2 homes to show in your price range. It takes 10 minutes a house. Because I'm going to boss them in, boss them out. Boom, boom, in and out, you know? It takes 10 minutes a house. It's 20 minutes. You got 20 minutes? So remember, their paradigm is 9 hours. When you talk to me, it takes about 20 minutes. I'm going to show you 2 of the best homes money can buy for $3 million. I'm going to show you 2 of the best home money can buy for $250,000. 2 of the best homes money can buy for $750,000. I just changed the price point, and they're like, oh, I got time for 2. And I go, but we don't want to buy till next year. Perfect. Let's just get your feet wet, get you educated. That way next year you'll have kind of a barometer. You'll have something to compare against. I just want to get your feet wet and show you the market. And they're like, oh, okay, couldn't hurt. Yeah, let's go look at homes. I show them 2 of the best homes money can buy. And then they're like, oh my gosh, I love this. We want to make an offer right now. Unless someone told me they won't buy till next year. Now you guys are like, well, interest rates could be higher next year. And the market could go up 5%. If the market goes up 5%, this $500,000 home, it's $25,000. If interest rates go up 0.5%, it's another $40,000 in interest altogether. That would be $65,000 that you're going to lose by buying next year. That's what we're taught to do. You should never do that because you're going, you're not smart. I'm smart. Here's the reasons why and they're all logical. I was not incorrect in what I just said. Neither are you. I just say no problem. Yeah, get alongside them. No problem. Give them a little background. No problem. You can buy next year, but let's just show you 2 homes the best money can buy right now. And we just get your feet wet. It's gonna take about 10 minutes a house, and then you can buy next year. They go.
Hey, Brent, how come you don't just send me those by email and I'll say yes or no to them?
Yeah, that's the other thing. I never email properties. I'm finding stuff. I'm looking every day. I got a list, and I like this. Brent's sayings. I like that. Never wrote that. Is that you?
No.
Everybody in the room.
Oh, that's funny. All right. Oh, yeah, they're trying to, yeah. My favorite one's Let's Go to McCooney's, Brent Gove. It's like, you really want my say, that's my thing. But where was I going with this now?
Emailing.
Oh, I would put my best buyers here, hot buyers. I remember one time I made a list of 28. I sold 19 of them a house, just right here. I'm not calling 100 people to sell one. I made a list of 28, sold 19, because I'm intense. I'm looking every day. Every day I'm looking. Eric, you got anything coming to the market? Cindy Silva, you got anything coming to the market? As a matter of fact, I do. Why, Cindy? Because my coach, Vera Workman, who I pay $2,000 a month to, challenged me to go on get 2 listings a week. And I'm thinking, man, I don't know. And then the last how many weeks, how many listings you get? Because your coach challenged you to do something you weren't going to do.
I got 10 listings and 2 buyers in 6 weeks.
Hey. Woo! For those of you at home, you just fell over or you didn't hear her. In 6 weeks, she got 10 listings and 2 buyers. Listings have what? You get signed calls, neighbors, family, friends, co-workers, open house leads, internet leads. Listings have babies. Be intense. Be intense. Spell the word, whatever. Right? But here's the deal. Every morning, I would get on my list. It would say John and Valerie Jennings. They run a 3-2 in Roseville, up to 450,000. And I had their phone numbers, and I'd be like, nothing. Hey, you got anything coming to Roseville? You got anything coming to Roseville? You got anything coming? Oh, I got 10 listings coming online. Where are they? Please, I beg you. By the way, I got one coming online. I'll share mine with you. And I share it. I network on top of it. I'm showing. Let's say, I don't need you. I have Zillow. I have Redfin. My agent gets me on a tour. I will find properties for you that are off market. It will never show up on Redfin. You'll never see it in Zillow. If you're shopping from Zillow and Redfin, you are shopping leftovers. Write down that quote. If you're shopping from Redfin and Zillow, you are shopping leftovers. By the way, you mentioned you've been out looking off and on for half a year. I go, what if you saw something that really excited you at a great price half a year ago? Would you be living there now? Like a home that, like you're like, wow, what a great home. You had about half a year ago. You know why you didn't buy that? Because you're shopping leftovers. All the best homes get sold before they even go on the market. Tom Daves, what do you have coming on the market? Steve Hillier, what do you have coming on the market? You do that? Yes! My intensity level is high. Well, I don't know if I'm like you. Drink more coffee. Like, well, I don't know if that's good for my system. It's not, being broke is not good for your psyche, right? I had more to share with you. Was this good today? Yeah. Can you go out and use this today? Yeah. Go out and do this thing and make it